Hello everybody, I am Samuel 15th Dragon Tamer here today. Welcome to Pokemon TCG Online Mad Dragon Wednesday, where each and every single week we take a look at an interesting uh, deck idea involving the dragon typing and play a game or two with it and see whether or not it works or not. Sometimes it's more of a competitive deck and may have some potential later in the future, or maybe good, maybe somewhat good, and other times it's just plain just fun, and other times it's just kind of bad. It just really, you're just one of those things you'd be kind of crazy to play at an actual tournament, an actual sanction tournament. And this falls into the final category, and this is why this channel, this show is called Mad Dragon Wednesday, because you gotta be mad to play some of these decks. And today we have one of the mascots, I believe, for Mad Dragon Wednesday. I think that just exemplifies it the most is Noivern. Now, it's a stage 1, has 100 HP, only one treat cost, not terrible. Weak to Fairy, it's not the greatest. Though, with this deck, doesn't really matter, because half the time it's going to get one shot anyway. And has the ability called Echolocation. Basically, anytime your opponent attacks, you flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. So yeah, it's just if your opponent tries to hit you with, like, say, like a Night Spear, and you flip heads, that does nothing. Or Evil Ball does nothing if you flip heads. Nothing. Every single attack does nothing if you flip heads. If you flip tails, well. So it's kind of like high risk, high reward kind of thing going around here. And it's easily one-shotted because it's 100 HP, and 100 HP is kind of easy to one-shot these days. So yeah. And also, we're not just playing for the ability either, we're also playing for the attack. For a Psychic, a Dark, and a Colorless does Boom Burst. This attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, this is not a terrible attack, to be perfectly honest. This reason why this card, I think, is bad is simply because of the fact that it takes 3 energy, and one of them is a Psychic and one of them is a Dark. So it's just really weird to play, and it's kind of awkward. So that's the thing there. Personally, I think this card would be a lot better if it only took 1 energy, but unfortunately it does not. Because of dragon typing, you have to take 2 energy. Boo. So we're not just playing Noivern, though, to keep it with the whole entire bat theme and the whole entire damage everywhere theme. We're also playing Crobat, a Sneaky Bite. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's great. It's awesome. And it makes it even better. Surprise Bite. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to one of your Pokemon, you may do 3 damage instead. You may put 3 damage on another Pokemon instead. So that's great and all. We're playing a 3-3-2 line. I would want to play another one, but space is kind of weird in here. Maybe we'll take out the Escape Rope for the 3rd one, or maybe a Via Seeker for like a thicker bat line or something like that. I also noticed I'm not playing any Starling Megaphone. I just realized that right now. I could change it right now, but I'm too lazy to do so, so I'll just deal with it. Yeah. If you run into Garbodor, you just kind of go, well, I scoop. Especially if you don't play Starling Megaphone. So if you want to make this deck, I suggest you try to put Starling Megaphone here, because I am bad. We're also playing this Zubat because it has a free retreat cost if there's no energy on it. There's also a Zubat that does Skill Dive for colors and does 10 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. But I like Zubat in here instead, personally. I want to also put out that Supercross does pretty much 10 damage, but to everything. So it's like a lesser version of Boom Burst. Does 10 to each of your opponent's Pokemon, so that's great, I guess. You'd be surprised how much this thing does in fact come in play. several times I'd actually use Supercross for game. So like the last prize or maybe 2 last prizes, because my last particular game I knocked out 2 non-EXs for the game because I only had 2 prizes left. And that was great. Crobat does 30 to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so yeah. And to make sure that we don't always have to attach these, you're probably not going to always want to lead off with them, but you can very much so get like a nice game. You can basically win game with it sometimes. After Noivern does a lot of the legwork, you can just use Crobat to finish up the game. Sometimes Crobat or Golbat. So yeah, that's the idea of the deck. So let's go over the other stuff. We do play Escape Rope, because we don't really play any switching cards. That's our only switching card. Because we mostly rely on the fact we play 4 Super Scoop Up and 1 Scoop Up Cyclone. I tried playing Switch in here, but it just doesn't seem very... I really almost never really need to use Switch when I have both Golbat and Crobat with free retreat. And normally you don't really want to retreat a Noibat right away. Normally you can't really... Opponents are never really going to be able to knock you out in the first turn, so you don't have to worry too much about that. We'll leave a Noibat up there, and you can evolve into Noivern, and even if you don't have energy on it, it can just take a nice hit or two while you power up another Noivern instead, or something like that. I've done that in the past several times. We do play 4 Super Scoop Up to put down our Batline again. Like I said, I think maybe want to play a third one. I'm still testing out this deck a bit. I'm still trying to play with a little bit more. And we have Scoop Up Cyclone as our ace back, and put 1 Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. So basically, Scoop Up Cyclone, basically Super Scoop Up, but without the flip a coin. You can just automatically do that, which is nice. We play Frestus Letter to search for energies, as we do play 2 different kinds, and searching for them is pretty nice sometimes. We play 2 Ultra Ball and 1 Evo Soda, 2 Ultra Ball to search for our stuff, and 1 Evo Soda to evolve our Pokemon. We have a lot of evolutions, so that's kind of nice. 3 of ES Seekers search out our many supporters, and our supporters are AZ to get back another Batline. 2 Colress, because we are pretty often going to have a fairly large bench. Lysander to get something up, though we're probably not going to need that too often. Honestly, since you pretty much snipe for everything. Maybe you just want to have a Lysander just to bring something up. I'm actually thinking about it now. Maybe you should not play the Lysander in here. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut that out. Just at least one of them. Lysander's trump card to get all your scoop ups back and all your bats back and your energy back, because you do run out of energy fairly quickly. 4 Junipers fairly standard. 3 Pokemon Fan Club to get our bats out. Getting a nice Zubat or 2 is always nice. And we also play teammates, just so we can get our save. Like, we need 2 cards, we can just get that really easy peasy. That's great. It's really great if you need I don't know, scoop up Cyclone, a Super Scoop Up, or like energy or something like that, or another Crobat or something like that. We play 3 Dimension Valley mostly as a stadium counter, but we also play it so we can attack for free with Crobat. Maybe this is another thing you may not need in here, but like I said, I'm still trying to test it out. This is something you do need in here, I think, is EXP share. Once you finally get a Noivern all powered up, when it gets knocked out, you have to power it up all over again. That just kind of sucks. So we play XP share on another Noivern, so we can get our energy back, at least one of our energy, so we can power up in 1 turn less. And also because we're not getting rid of a and also so we're not getting rid of a energy or anything, we can just attach less energy. So we also can play 4 Dark and 5 Psychic. No reason why I play this 1 more Psychic other than a Dark. Maybe because for some reason you may want a weak attack, but that's no real reason why I play another Psychic over a Dark. Maybe I don't know, just my own weird reasons, I guess. And we play town map to make sure if we have anything prized, we can go for that. Unless you prize the town map, which is really weird when that happens. Like, well, my town map is prized. That sucks. So yeah, that's the deck, and I'm calling it Crazy Bats. Or Crobat, Noivern, or Noivern. Yeah, I'm going to call Noivern Crobat, but as I like to call it, Crazy Bats. Now, is this deck good? It is if you flip heads, basically. And even then, even if you always flip heads and have some kind of weird luck like that, this deck is not the greatest. It's not the best that there ever was. There's plenty of decks better than this deck by far, though it is very fun if you keep flipping heads. It's very fun to annoy your opponent. This deck is a very fun deck if you flip heads a lot. Not the worst start in the world. Not gonna lie, my opponent's going first though. Opponent seems to be starting a milk tank. Okay, just straight up Skyless for Professor Birch. Okay. Now, I am kind of tempted to just go Scoop, but no, I'm gonna put down the Darkest Energy because it is the rarer of the two. I'll just straight up end. He's probably thankful for that. Getting another bad play, so that's great. I am going to Supersonic. I don't think it'll matter. Flip Tails. Some would say maybe you want to play something along the lines of a Victini, so you can flip heads more often, but like Victini does not work for abilities, it only works for attacks. Bummer, I know. Here's some interesting prizes. Those bats are, I really want to take the Crobats, so I'm going to play 2. And just like that, our first bag goes down. That's great. Sometimes you will need a turn or two to set up. Luckily, I do have a Noivern, so it can maybe buy me some time. Everyone's not going to be able to one-shot it, which is great. Still, I get nothing. That's fun. Retreat, I guess. I could have escaped real quick, actually. I'm gonna be weird and just play. Nah, I'm just weird. Yeah, I should have definitely. I misplayed. I definitely should have escape rope before I retreated, but that's fine. Just gonna escape rope, bring that thing up, put the Zubat back down, and pass. Yeah, that's all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do. Only influence only doing dead damage to me, so that's great. I have an opportunity, so why not? Not only am I getting in the discard, but I'm also getting a few things I need back. I don't need everything back, but maybe I should also play the Super Scoop up so I can draw it at a later time. That's fine. I would love for my opponent to end here. We're all obviously playing a not very competitive deck. And my opponent does another, gets heads again. He gets tails again, so that sucks. Get my energy. Alright, let's Slice Sander here. Maybe we can stall a bit. I actually like to start flipping some heads. Yeah, this is a very flippy deck. You need to flip heads fairly often with this deck. It becomes very weird. My opponent has a float stone. Alright, I definitely need to flip heads here. And I flip tails. Wow. What is this? Okay, if I don't get anything, I'm just kind of lose here. I get a Colors for 2, yay. Great me. I just need a Pokemon. I get a Zubat. Alright, fine. As long as I get a Juniper next turn. Apparently, the opponent is playing Miltank as an actual attacker. Either that, he's not drawing to his other stuff. I think the later, personally. And Juniper that... Okay. Very least I get to stall for a turn, I guess? Alright. Putting 2 damage there. Supercross gets 10 more damage on the board. Alright, my opponent cannot knock me out here because my opponent's only doing 60 damage. There's no way my opponent... Oh, fuck. You hear nothing, kids. Opponent just plays down the muscle band just like that. What the hey? Probably had the muscle band the whole entire time, just kind of weird, didn't want to put it down. I'm not done showing off this deck yet. Like I said, a game or two sometimes. And I'm going to play another game. And sometimes stuff like that happens. There's a very good reputation of how bad this deck can be. But if you flip enough heads, you never know. Alright, I think I'm going to go first. No, I'm definitely going first here. Nothing there. Alright. Starting with Noivern's not terrible. Especially when I have a VS Seeker in hand. The downside is that my opponent has a Gengar. The opponent cannot one-shot me here, most likely. Alright, I'm gonna... I can't even Supersonic here. That's fine. Next turn, though... will be great. Because... I will get a... my opponent says to end me. I was gonna say I'm gonna get a Noivern, but it looks like I'm not gonna get an... Oh, never mind, I'm getting a Noivern. Grr. Don't damage my Noibat. My Zubat. Alright, let's escape rope, try to stall a little bit. My opponent's probably gonna put up the Robo Sub. Which is probably the best play because I'm knocking that thing out anyway. I think I'm going to get rid of this, the Dimension Valley, since he probably plays that too. I will not be surprised if he does. And maybe I should have gotten rid of the VS Seeker, but that's fine. Gonna get a Golbat here. I'll put the 20 here. I'm going to retreat to the Noivern. I'm going to hold on to the XP share for now. Puts down the Burbank City Gym. If I... Alright. Probably going to manually attach and pass. Please end. My opponent actually has to end. If he wants to do anything, he has to end. I'm very thankful for this end here, I really am. And me, yes. Alright, that's great. What I get here, not bad. Not disappointed by this at all. Ooh. Very not disappointed by this. Town map. Not too pricing, too dark when I want to play fours. Not the greatest, but we will deal with it. Get rid of that stadium. Alright. Putting the 30 here. Gonna get that back. Put down the Zubat. Put down the Golbat. Just gonna keep. I'll just do that here. Just continuously putting damage on that thing. I'm gonna end here. Could have AZ, but I didn't really need to do that. Gonna put down another Noivat. And I will be doing 30 everywhere! Get rid of the Robo Sub. My opponent's probably gonna poison me. Actually, my opponent can still poison me. He does not need to do anything like that. My opponent can still poison me even without doing damage to me. So that should be noted. Alright, my opponent can hit me for... My opponent will not be knocking me out here, most likely. Alright. I think I'm still poisoned, though. Yeah, I'm still poisoned. It prevents damage, but that's about it. I also want to note that this thing is actually kind of useless in this matchup. It truly is. Opponent did play teammates. Just gonna straight up end again. Don't need to do anything else. I'm gonna attach another energy. Got the evil. So actually, I think we're gonna get game here. Yeah, is this game? Oh no, I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is. Never mind. I jumped the gun. Yeah, it's not a game, not yet. Yeah, not yet. Let's see, do I? Nah, I just kind of have to. It's not a good game yet because I thought it was a game because of yeah, like I said, I thought it was a game because of thought it was gonna be knocking out, but not yet. He needs to get another Pokemon or two, otherwise that is game. And he gets a Mr. Mime out. Teammates here. If he can flip heads, he does get the nice benefit of knowing that it would be great for him to flip heads here. It really would be. Because if he flips heads here, he's knocking me out. Curious to see what my opponent's going to get here. That Mr. Mime, though, is going to be a pain in my butt. Decides to max potion off all that damage. And just going to, actually just going to let me take damage, I guess. That's fine. Retreat. Cancel, actually. Alright, there we go. Retreat, get rid of the Psychic here. So I'm not gonna get knocked out here, which is nice. I flip tails. So I think just get the Crobat this way. Promote that. Put the Zubat down. I'm only going to be knocking out the Robo-Sub here, so that's going to be interesting to note. Unfortunately, I did not get any XP share that turn. Sucks, but oh well. Oh, the opponent decides enemy, which I'm thankful for. Ish. I'd love to get a VS Seeker here. Opponent's going to take a knockout here. Alrighty. So I do get something nice here. I'm going to decide just to knock it out now. I'm going to take the scoop up. Scoop up onto here. Back. Get the darkness energy down. I'm gonna end. So this is a very interesting deck to play against. It's fun too. It's very fun to play against. Not against, but to play with. And I would really like to get another stadium here. Because him poisoning me like that is not fun. It's not fun at all. How many VSC have I used? None, actually. So I'm not actually going to be too... My opponent is playing a Magnum... Oh, I know what he's doing. Trying to get a Vulpix in play. Location to tails, unfortunately. Poison, I will be knocked out going into my turn if I don't do something about this. Maybe this is probably the reason why I should play Switch. Only one's going to get in this card, so I'm not too sad about that. Sweet, I get this. This is what I wanted. Scoop up. Let's get a heads. Ah, we got a heads. Bring this bad boy back. Put you here. Put you there. Put the 20 here. Put the 30 here because I don't want my opponent having multiple supporters per turn. Because that's not fun for me. Boom Burst. 30, 30. Alright, where do I want to get? What do I need here? Just a darkness energy, I guess. Alright. Gonna promote the Crobat, because my opponent cannot knock me out in one turn. Anything else does get one-shotted, though. And because it was knocked out via poison, it does not get the XP share. Which does kind of stink. I really do need to trump cards sometime this century, especially since I have 3 Noivern in the discard. I actually would not mind. Sweet. My opponent's gonna. Crap! My opponent's gonna force me to get. Ah. No! Fine, take the Zubat. That was evil, my opponent. Oh. Alright. I had a Golbat too. Darn him. Darkness energy here. Let's go straight up Juniper. Skill dive. Put 30 more there. Alrighty. I have 2 fully grown bats in play. Not the best thing in the world, I guess. But it's fine. Opponent can once again cannot knock me out here, which is great. Straight up hits me for 60, 70. One of my opponents is going to treat 2 does not really matter. It does not at all. Cuts down to the that one, which is probably smart, honestly. Let's see. I'm going to get the trump card and via Seeker for Juniper. Actually, I think maybe an N. No, I don't need N. Yeah, N, I guess. Just the N, that's a low hand size. Worst case scenario, I guess. I'm actually going to do that after. So I can get my... So I'm basically digging for another Zubat here, honestly. All those Pokemon are back into play. That's great. That's great. Alright. Gonna get rid of the XP share and... Honestly, I'm gonna get rid of the Colress here, yes? Yeah. Get the bat in play. Maybe should have gotten... Yeah, I definitely should have gotten the Zubat. Like I said I was gonna do, but I did not. That's fine. Retreat to the other one. And Skill Dive. There. Yeah, I definitely should have done that so that way I could have used Golbat's attack. And then just Supercross for the finishing blow. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, though. That's fine, I guess. Opponent needs somehow to get rid of all the damage on this Gengar and Vulpix. If he does not, I pretty much win the game. My opponent does not really seem to be doing much here. Oh, just straight up hits me for 60. And puts up the other Gengar. And I'm just gonna Colts for 5 here. Alright, Tails. Wow, double Tails. Treat. Just not gonna have it before my opponent can get a Ninetales in play, which is probably what my opponent has. And just gonna get the Juniper, and I pretty much have game here. My opponent needs to take out. Yeah, my opponent. There's no way my opponent can win here unless he can Max Potion. And my opponent's going to teammates here, probably for a Max Potion, I would assume. That's what I would do. I try to get a Max Potion here. Though I'm wondering if actually, I know he has a Max Potion there because I did trump carded him after he used a Max Potion. So he definitely has a Max Potion in there. Will he get the Max Potion and be a smart player? I do not know. Well, that's definitely what my opponent needs right here. My opponent does get the Max Potion. Smart on his part. Gets rid of my stadium and is going to escape rope me. And I'm just going to promote the other Crobat knowing it's going to go down. That's actually a perfect knockout, unfortunately. And yeah, a bat does go down, which is sad. No one wants to see a bat go down. But it happens. Alright, finally get a bat line back. It's only a bat line back, so, but It's fine. Echolocation. Kind of curious what my opponent's going to get here. Maybe another Mr. Mime. That would not be a bad play. My opponent decides to get another Vulpix. My opponent just really wants to stop playing these stadium words, and I can't blame them. They are very annoying to play. I'm not the only one kind of annoyed with these stadium wars of ours. My opponent's going, why do these stadium words exist? Alright, puts 30 onto it, but luckily I have that. I talk like that, and I'm really happy about that. So, where has the most damage? It's kind of equal between these two, so I'm just going to put the 20 here and call it a day. Do I want to end him here? He doesn't have he doesn't have anything, so I don't think it's worth it to do so, so I'm just going to simply satisfy myself with doing this. And I do have game in hand. I want to point that out. Of course, he's going to max potion, though. Ooh, gets rid of the Ninetales. Because obviously my opponent does not want to lock that into play. My opponent can either get a max potion or supporter. And the only supporter in there is teammates, so he can either get max potion and prevent a game, or he can get teammates to get something, because he does not know. He's actually going to get the escape rope. I'm just going to promote this one. I can retreat if necessary. I'm going to do that. He really should have got the max potion there. I don't see the point of doing that. He takes a prize. That's about it. If he gets heads. If he gets heads, he does take a prize. I don't know if, technically, if I get tails, he gets a prize. So, maybe he does get a prize here. I think he's trying to force my Golbat up, but I'm not silly like that. Opponent will take a prize here. And yup. And that's GG. That was... Yes, there's the 2 prizes. I put the 30 damage there, so I technically got 7 prizes this game. It's like, wait, 2 prizes? No, there's these probably going, oh, or got me out. Whew, that was kind of a close game. So this shows you the power of the bats. And how good these bats are. Granted, I faced a not as competitive deck in Gengar with a bunch of other random stuff in there. But you know, you guys get the idea of what these crazy bats can do. So please like, subscribe for further content if you like today's video. And I'll see you guys. Wait, actually I want to point out something real quick. No. Oh, I forgot it. But anyway, see you guys next time.